I'm a 6-foot heavyweight, punchlines penetrate. Don't believe it, wanna see it? Watch me demonstrate. Blow past these niggas, cruising on the interstate. Truck full of them killers, you know we bout to regulate. Swag out of this world, you know they bout to imitate. P money, keep the gas pack, make me levitate. I'm just a different breed, heart like Adonis Creed. Left jab, right hook, damn I'm in a different league. Moving at a different speed, like years ahead of you. Everything in your pockets guaranteed I'm dating you. Bedpans, IVs, told you not to mess with spook. Turn you to a vegetable, you go on learn your lesson, dude. Can see I bless the roof, hope the bitch is fireproof. Flow so impeccable, this nigga incredible. Rap niggas edible, punchlines is rocking you. Tone told me letting loose, ain't nobody stopping you. My nigga, don't you know we put in work? All that shit you poppin's only gonna get you hurt. Only a matter of time.
Yes, sir, baby. Keeping it blunt. You see it.
Y'all already know, baby. Hey, look, you know I gotta say, our disclaimer, it is keeping it blunt. We might offend somebody, you know how that goes. Please keep it blunt because it's facts. Well, cousin, I don't know if the fans or the viewers know, but we got a good one today. What would you say, cousin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got a good one today.
We got the light heavyweight champ, my boy Mataeo Garner in the building.
Correct.
What up? What up?
Correct. We got top 8. Don't forget top 8, cousin.
Top 8.
Can't forget that.
My gamer tag on Xbox for the longest was Gorilla King. So I fucked with the top 8. That's just that's hard.
So, the funny, you know how I got that? So you know how all the football players will put like the ape emoji by their posts and shit like that?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how I got it. Like, I'm like, because when I was playing football and shit, I had to remember, like, damn, we did used to do that. I'm like, everybody can't be an ape. Somebody got to be the biggest one. Somebody got to be the one. So I'm like, all right, top 8. That's it.
Right.
That's the one.
That's hard. That's hard.
That is hard. And you know what? I really feel like you embody that when I see you in there, man. You don't play around, bro.
Sometimes that aggression's been used against me for in a bad way too. So I'm still learning how to manage everything, like working on staying patient, having more controlled aggression, because sometimes you could do something stupid for being too aggressive. So
okay, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that. So just for the fans and all, can you elaborate on maybe like you mean maybe like leaning in too much when you throw a punch, that type of thing?
anything. So like my first 3 pro fights, I dominated the dudes. Like it was just like they were like kids out there type shit. I was doing whatever I wanted to do with them type shit. Just
the opportunity to try to win the fight with some Hail Mary bombs. And
right. Damage from those elbows on the left eye of Vesta.
aggressive as hell, being aggressive. Whatever I wanted to do, basically I could do. Any takedown I went for, I got. Any strike I threw, I landed. I got the finishes. But then for my 4th pro fight, I felt a little more resistance. And then like I got carried away with myself. Instead of taking my time and trying to be patient, I tried to just bully him. And it's not going to be like that for everybody. And then I ended up getting caught in a submission that I was winning the fight on the feet with the leg kicks, with the jab to the body. But because it didn't happen as fast as I wanted it to happen, and I got over aggressive, and that's how I lost focus, and that's how I ended up losing. I kind of gave him the fight I did some stupid shit because I wanted to take him down. He didn't go. I'm like, oh hell no, nigga, you about to go? It ain't. And then you do something stupid, and then boom, just like that happens.
So that ego plays a big part.
And I'm glad, and we'll come right back to that. I'm glad you mentioned that though, Mataeo, because that was one of my questions. One of my questions was, do you ever feel bad? Right? And I know that's a funny question, but do you ever feel bad when you in there with someone who you know is outmatched? You know you're nicer than he is? Do you ever feel, and you ragdoll him? At the end of it, do you feel like, damn, I shouldn't have did him like that? No.
No, that's what we're here for. Like,
Okay.
if I don't do him like that, he gonna damn sure do me like that.
I feel you.
Like, and he ain't about to be putting me on no highlight tape, making me a meme, putting me on like, no, nigga.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I feel that.
He
I
go
feel that.
like, no matter how bad I feel, if he win, that's gonna be even bigger for him because he beat me. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I
No,
tell
you
people all
can't.
the time, like we ain't playing basketball, bro. You're not gonna cross me. Like my health and life is on the line, nigga. Like I'm trying to hurt you.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, like I don't get me wrong, I want you to make it home to your family, be okay and all that shit, but whatever happens while we in there, I ain't gonna feel bad about it. Like this is what we doing, like this is what we getting paid to do. And it's like you gonna try to do the same shit to me, and if you not, you shouldn't be in there. Why are
Right.
you in here?
Right.
Why are you playing around? This ain't nothing to play around with.
Facts.
But it's what it is.
Facts.
Yeah.
So real quick though, I want to shout out Mom Dukes.
Yeah, my
Putting all
mom.
that putting all that dope energy out there on with
Yeah.
like, yeah, he was like, if I get in the UFC, I can come hang out more. And she was like, yeah, you can go right down the street to such and such. And you were like, man, I didn't even know that was there. You know what I mean? Mom Dukes, shout out Mom Dukes.
Hell
She
yeah, that's
know
what's up.
my mom know everything. She be like, "Are you watching these fighters?" I be like, "Mom, these fighters are from Idaho. I don't know who these motherfuckers are." Like, I be like, "No, I ain't watching them." But she'll be like, "Are you watching?" I be like, "Mom, I didn't even know that was even in a promotion." Like, my mom knows every fighter in the world, UFC, small, like, and she just wants to see everybody do good. Like, my mom's the mom after we fight, win or lose. She's gonna come up to you and like, whatever, just congratulate you or tell you to keep your head up. My mom just likes to see everybody do good. Like that's just
That's
how
what's
she
up.
is.
So was that there before you started fighting? Or that was since you started fighting, she's been like that?
She's always been like that. My mom is just a dope ass person.
Okay.
And that's just how she is. Even when I was playing college football, like obviously you don't go up to the other teammates. They go to the locker room, they do their thing. But she would speak to my teammates, yeah, like my teammates' parents, things like that. Like my mom's just dope, and she likes to see everybody do good. And she's been through a lot. And usually people like where we come from don't like to see people that look like us do good.
Word.
And
Word.
for everything that she's been through,
Word.
you know what I mean? Born in 1970, so it wasn't like super racism, but racism just kind of just got over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like one of the only biracial kids, so
Yeah.
she was not white enough for white people, not
And
black
not
enough for
black
black
enough. Yo,
people. Under
I'm the
under
same way, bro.
understanding both sides. And back then, like, what I mean, my grandmother was with a black man in the 60s and the 70s, bro. That wasn't, that was different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And so like things she had to deal with, and then like for her to still have the good heart that she got. You know what I mean? And she was a paramedic, you know what I mean? She saved people's lives and shit. So
Hey.
that's how she
So double
handled
shout
things.
out,
She's
double
always
shout
been
out,
like,
double shout
yeah,
out to moms for sure.
she
That's
always
What's up,
been
man?
like that.
what's up, man. So like
And she be watching my fights, but she be like looking away, looking away. She can't watch it fully, but she can watch everybody else get knocked out. She just can't watch when I'm in there.
Oh, that's right. I know that's well. Listen, if you keep going, we
So,
keep going 4-1, 4-1. She ain't got to worry about it too much, man. My man doing it.
Yeah, man, I feel like I would be a lot farther if guys at 185 would fight me consistently. It's so hard for me to get a fight at 185, man. I have to fight up. 205 is not my weight class. Heavyweight is
yeah.
definitely not my weight class. It is hard for me to get a fight at 185 on the regional scene.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm
Super,
in the same
super
boat
hard.
as you, bro. I'm struggling through weight classes. I fought at heavyweight. My next fight was supposed to be at light heavyweight, and then I was going down to middleweight. And
Yeah,
like you said, it is hard to find opponents when they know that you're coming down because they know you used to fighting bigger dudes and they don't want
yeah,
that problem.
yeah. But when you look at me, bro, I'm 5'9". Everybody I fight 6'2", six
yep,
three,
I
six
know.
one. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a big dude, so why would these people think that like I want to be at this weight anyway? Like I fought freaking heavyweight in 2023 against a dude named Quentin Campbell in
Yo, I was just
Cincinnati.
gonna bring him up. Dude was 255 pounds, bro.
Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
heavier, and he was really heavier than that.
That's what
Like
he
he
weighed
was
in at. Yeah, you know they
in
gain
that.
after that. They
Right.
he was two
rehydrate.
he was 270 at least in there, bro.
And you
Damn.
weighed
Because
in at
he looked at
213.
me and was like, at weigh-ins, he was like, "Man, this dude, you ain't even have to cut no weight." I'm like, "Hell no, nigga, I'm coming up." Like, I'm about to cut no weight. Like, no, nigga.
How tall was he? Was he taller than you?
Six, 6'1",
6'1".
6'2".
Yeah, I noticed that. They put you up against a lot of taller guys. There was this one.
Well, it ain't everyone's taller than me, bro. I'm 5'9". There's not too many 5'9" men walking this earth. Like,
Mhm.
like I'm the average height for a man, literally.
Word.
So
Facts.
like, there's
We're the
not
same height, bro.
there's not
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm
every
5'9" and a half.
every room I walk in, people are taller than me. It used to not be like this. In elementary school, I was 5'5" my 5th grade year, so I was always the tallest kid. By
Yeah.
8th grade, I was 5'9", like 5'8". I've grown an inch since, but now every room I walk in, my football team, I was like probably the third or second shortest on the team in college and high school. Every room I walk in, someone's taller than me. Yeah, I see people out like Walmart that may be shorter or whatever, but you don't catch too many people. I'm like the height of like featherweights, bro. Like Sean O'Malley is taller than me. He 145.
Word up. Word up.
You know what I mean? 135, whatever weight he fight at. So like
Same.
I'm not too, yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
everybody
we
yeah,
fight the same
everybody
battle, bro. We fight
yeah.
the same battle, bro.
Yeah. Everybody in my weight class is 6'0" and up usually.
But let me tell you this: from watching your fights, it's not the weight class that be scared of. Because me being in the same weight class as you, if they drop your name on the paper and I'm doing my research and I'm watching your fights, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous too, bro. You be dropping bombs, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, but I just try to stay sharp while I'm in there. Like for everybody be telling me my shit looks sharp, but I don't got no crazy KO reel like I feel like I should have because me and my boxing coach back home in Pittsburgh, we've worked defense and skills so much that I feel like sometimes I don't know when to go for the kill. That's why ever since I came to Demolition,
Hmm.
fight team in Ohio, now I really know how to go for the kill. Like I know how to, you know what I mean? It's a different type of aggression that I need, different type of meanness I need while I'm in there. And now that I'm learning to mix both of that up, the skill with the kill, I feel like it's only a matter of time because I know I got the power, I got the speed. I feel like it's only a matter of time until I start KO and dudes left and right. But once again, that could be a weight class thing because I'm always punching up. Everybody's taller than me, and I got to worry about kicks to the face while I'm coming. It ain't just boxing. In boxing, I can stand right there, dip, Mike Tyson my
Yeah,
way in there. But you know what I mean? I got to be careful. I got to worry about getting chopped down in the leg. I got to worry about kicks to the body, front kicks to the face. I got to worry about everything. So,
absolutely.
and I'm always punching up. So my punches aren't as clean as what they really should be. So that's why I know when I get down, if these dudes at the weight, my knockout is at my weight class, 85, the knockout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just my weight class for now. When I go to the UFC, I'm definitely gonna have to fight 170, bro. Like it's just what it is. Like
Why you say that?
so, I'm a 170 pounder at that level.
Oh, okay.
If I want to have a good career, I can stay at 85. If I want to be a world champion, I'm gonna have to be at 170 for sure, without a doubt.
I love that mentality, man. You know your body better than anybody else. You know your natural weight better than anybody else. Cause I'm the same way. I'm 5'9", and I fought at heavyweight. I was my next fight. I was moving down to 205. Eventually, getting down to 185, and I felt the same way. Like if I was to fight at the highest level, I would have to be in the best shape of my life, and that would probably be like 170.
Yes, and one thing that helps me is I'm always the better defensive guy, without a doubt. Without a doubt, these MMA guys' defense are just it's not up to par. And then I'm always for striking wise, I mean striking. And then I always feel like I got the better footwork, and I always, as of now, I've always been the faster guy too. I've matched up with guys strength wise, but I'm usually always the most explosive and faster, like faster, the twitchier guy. So that helps with being short against the taller opponents. So I
Yeah.
like,
I can see that.
but like,
I can see that.
so
I can see that.
because just like they say in football, slow feet don't eat.
This low feet don't eat, baby.
Slow
I
feet don't
like
eat.
that. I like that.
But I've had I like fighting taller guys now. Actually, when I get a short guy, it's weird. So I like fighting tall guys.
Yeah, you adapt to it, and then you start to get like kind of comfortable with it, you know?
Yeah. Because it's probably hard for them too, because they're punching down and they probably feel like you're right there, but then when you're not, it's like, what's going on probably. So
Yeah. And I get a lot of high kicks thrown over my head because even me being short, I still crouch down a little bit and get in my, you know what I'm saying, get in my stance.
yep.
So there's a lot of times where like they'll throw like a question mark kick at me or something. That shit'll fly right over my fucking head.
And bro, that shit is so. And with me, it's like, all right, dude. Like, you probably feel like this too. Like, dude, I'm 5'9". I know you're gonna try to kick me in the head, dummy. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
like you probably feel like that too. Like, that shit's not gonna work.
I'm ready for it.
That's just not gonna work, stupid. Like, we know, like that's obvious. Like, duh. Like, I come into every fight knowing, all right, here comes the kicks to the head. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So like,
So I wanted to ask you. I noticed I watched a few of your fights, and we've been talking about you a big banger, you're aggressive, so you get them out of there pretty quickly. Do you ever feel like maybe like you want to prolong the fight a little bit? Like you could get them out, but you're like, damn, I want some more. You know, I want more. Like I trained fucking 6 months for the 3 months for this, whatever. Like I'm not gonna. I don't want to get out in the first minute. I want some more. Like
my last fight, coming off the surgery I just had in the summer, my last fight in February that I just had where I won the belt in Kentucky, that might have been what it was, because like I was out of the cage for so long and I was just riding them for 5 rounds, ground and pound, like elbows, punches, everything. Yo, pause. That sounded crazy, actually.
Oh, why you saying Paul?
I'm just,
Man,
I don't know.
What, you think he gonna try to come put that dick on you or something?
Yeah, I got to just say that just so don't try,
Man, I ain't got to say pause. Go die trying to put dick on me. I ain't pausing a motherfucker. I ain't got to say pause, let nigga know I don't want no dick. Please, I don't know what's wrong with y'all young motherfuckers. Nigga, please. I wish I would have to say pause because I said 50-pound heavier than me. Get out, that boy out there shoving dick then.
Ground and pounding them, pause.
Original question before we get to load management, pause.
Oh, that was crazy.
I said, yo, you said, hey, yo, my nigga.
Yo, the way you said it was crazy.
We're gonna be petty. We can start now. Let me know. we can start now. But you said load management first.
The way you said it, it was an extra.
That's reaching,
pause.
bro. Did I say it extra? Yo,
It was
yo,
an extra,
did I say it crazy?
It was an extra.
Did I say, is he
pause,
reaching?
It was an extra
Is
D
he
on
reaching?
his, right?
Is he reaching?
Camera. It was an extra D on it. He
Extra
said.
D is wild, yo.
Yo,
now that's wild.
I said low.
Yo,
You said low.
yo, you going crazy. Yo, an extra D, and then he talking about, I said, look, when he said low, you should chill. You going into a rabbit hole right now.
Hey, yo.
I'm telling you.
I can't breathe.
I don't care nothing worse than the extra. You put an extra D on it as well. Put an extra D on it is crazy. You can say what you want. You can say what you want.
I need tissue here. Yo.
5 rounds, like elbows, punches, all that. But I really wasn't going like for the finish crazy. I don't know what it was. So that's what I've been working on ever since, like going for the finish more. Like my other finishes, they kind of just happen, but I need to be able to go for the finish and still get it. So I think I was having too much fun just ground and pounding last fight with elbows and everything, and I didn't go for the finish more because I had his jaw busted up, his lip, his nose.
That's Avron Williams you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but I didn't lock up no submissions or really try to finish. I don't know what it was. Could have been first fight back, just, you know what I mean, little, I don't want to say rust, but first fight back, I knew I had 5 rounds. I could have just been trying to pace a little bit. So sometimes I do think I'm not aggressive enough when it comes to I mean, sometimes I do think I'm trying to prolong the fight, but I might not know I'm trying to do it. You know what I mean? It might
Yo,
be
is
like,
that
oh, it might be
you
more of a
train
thing
so
like, oh, I
hard?
don't want to burn out here. But sometimes you have to sell out to get what you want.
I see
So,
what you're saying. You don't want to gas.
And then
yeah,
you train so hard, man, for this to be over in a minute. It's kind of like damn, like I went so hard for this shit.
yeah, bro. But I actually like when them fights be over quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you take less damage and you're ready for the next one. Let's
I
go.
mean, I appreciated that because I got to finish my first fight. I got to finish in a minute and 16 seconds, and
Yeah,
I didn't even take a punch. I took him down and just did what I wanted with him. And like I felt like that afterwards. I'm like, damn, like I trained for like 3 months for this fight, bro, and this shit was over so quick. I felt like I got so much more to offer, so much more to give.
you do. That's why it takes two to tango. It's gonna take someone else to bring that shit out of you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it.
They say, Matt, what is it? Styles make fights.
Styles make
So
fights, bro. And people be turning me down. I'm not gonna say no names, but that's unprofessional. But I just LFA offered me this guy at 185. He said no, but it was like he fought on the Contender Series and shit before.
What?
He
for those
turned
of
it
y'all that
down.
don't know, you can catch LFA on the UFC Fight Pass, man. Go check my boy
Yeah,
out.
I don't know though, but he was a good fighter, like super good fighter. But it's good though because now I'm gonna take this time, get my weight down, and fight here in a couple months and just I make sure at 185. Like I've turned down like 3 fights because they're all at 205 because that's not my weight class anymore. Like I'm done doing that. I'm done. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
these
yeah,
okay.
guys these guys got to sign at 185, bro. Why should I have to belittle myself?
Right,
Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody else fighting in their damn weight class.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And I like the way I look down there. Like I like the way my body look.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm at my peak. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm not at my peak at 205, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Just not. Or heavyweight. Definitely not heavyweight. Because then I'm fighting at like 215.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's a lot of weight. What's that? That's like 30 pounds. No. Yeah, it's like
I
30
can,
pounds more, right?
yeah, I can move with it, bro. I just don't like how it looks. Like a lot of that shit goes to my stomach. I don't
Right,
like that shit. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Yeah. I'll start getting the love handles and shit. That shit ain't cool.
I don't like that shit, bro. No matter what I do to put it on, people be like, just put muscle on, bro. People don't realize how long it actually take to put straight muscle on.
Oh yeah, you got to work out for years.
And if I have a fight in 6 weeks, and I gain weight for a fight, that shit is not muscle.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
water weight, fat, that shit is not. People be, yeah, no. They're gonna have to see me at 85. Where was your fight at though?
I fought at heavyweight actually. Well, they got like they technically is heavyweight, but my division they try not to put the huge heavyweights with people that are barely fucking touching the heavyweight line. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they got like kind of a cruiserweight, and that's where I fought at 215, 220.
But
Right.
it's Cage Life. That's what he's asking, right? What promotion? It's
Yeah, but
Cage.
Oh, I'm
whatever.
sorry.
Like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah, okay, all right.
yeah. The promotion is Real Cage Fighting. The gym is called Cage Life.
Oh, my bad.
But
I'm
the
sorry, guys.
yeah, the promotion is Real Cage Fighting. We do it down here in Florida. We're statewide. We go everywhere. We go all the way from top of the state down to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and shit. So
I wanted to fight in Florida, but I never got the chance to.
shit, I would love if you ever come fight in Florida. Make sure you let me know so I could go check you out in
I
person.
wanted to. Yeah, I know Jorge Masvidal got his fight thing down there. I'm trying to get on Game Bread or something.
Yup. And Mike Perry's Dirty Boxing is in Florida as well.
What is that? Bare knuckle?
Fair
It's
enough.
bare knuckle
Elbow is
MMA
dirty.
boxing hybrid. Like you could it's boxing, but you could elbow and you could ground and pound as long as both opponents are not on the ground. So as long as you're up, you can hit the dude while he's down.
Oh, okay.
But if you're down, then there's no ground fighting. So once both fighters are down, then the ref stands you up.
Okay. So
And
everything is
you could throw elbows too.
Yeah. It's good.
okay.
Yao Romero made easy work of his opponent when he stepped in that ring.
That's what was unfair though. They gave him a plumber, yo. How you gonna give Yo Romero a plumber, B?
Romero a freak though. That like he's a different kind of athlete to be able to
Yeah,
do what he do at his
man,
age.
pushing 50, bro.
At his age, yeah, to be
Yeah.
able to do that, discipline, and he's a different type of athlete.
Every time I hear his name come up, I always hear him in the back of my head. how they used to train him like a machine, like a machine. That's what you
Yeah.
always say, machine, machine.
I
Oh yeah.
I got a question for you since you from New York.
What's up?
You from the Bronx?
Yeah.
Is the Bronx the dirtiest part of New York? That's what I be hearing.
Uh,
I mean, you
all
know.
right, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Bronx, Brooklyn, and Manhattan is all dirty. All of them. I can't say one is dirtier than the other. Brooklyn is probably getting better because they're gentrifying it. So Brooklyn is a little better. Manhattan is dirty because that's where everybody meets up at. You'll catch people from Staten Island, people from the Bronx, people from Brooklyn, people from Queens. You'll catch them all in Manhattan because
Yeah.
everybody works there. That's where the shopping's at. That's where everything's at. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Manhattan gets so dirty because everybody goes to Manhattan. But the Bronx is just dirty because there's a bunch of fucking hoodboogers here. They don't give a fuck about nothing. Niggas will eat something and just throw the wrapper on the floor, whatever, keep it moving and shit. Like I remember I seen this video recently that it was like it said something about like this is a Bronx hurricane or a Bronx tornado or something like that, and it was like a whirlwind of trash, and this lady was like caught in it, like the fuck.
No, I take pride from being from like a smaller place, but like sometimes I be wishing like I wonder how life would be like if I was from like the Bronx, the Brooklyn, Harlem, because like think about this, right? I'm winning all these fights, right? I got belts and all that. Just listen to my theory. I could be wrong. I got the whole suburban area of Pittsburgh, some of the city, like the whole county. I got Pittsburgh people, like everybody from the Western Pennsylvania, that side of the state, follow me. They know who I am, right? So imagine if I was from Brooklyn and I was coming up and I was fighting and I was doing the same shit, and I got everybody from Brooklyn. The whole Brooklyn knows who I am. Nigga, that's like a million people right there in one borough, bro.
Yeah.
You know how
Hell
much
yeah.
you know how much bigger and shit that my name could be if I was from somewhere like that? Like that's what I'm saying. Like people be like, nigga, like them niggas look different. Like, bro, I grew up on the same shit. I grew up on food stamps. You know, my mom doing what she could do for 3 kids. I grew up the same way. No, niggas wasn't shooting at me as soon as I walked out the crib. Like I wasn't even into that life. That wasn't me. I got niggas that was. But I'm saying though, like, bro, I grew up the same way these niggas did. Like I know how this shit work. I know how this shit go. Niggas would have been all right. And then I'm saying like, bro, if you come from a place like that, I think it's a blessing, bro. Being from the Bronx, bro, walking outside, Fat Joe pull up on the corner. That's a different type of fucking like motivation, bro. Like I
Yeah,
didn't see that shit coming up.
it is.
Where I'm from, you get a job, work a 9 to 5, get you a little apartment, and you're doing good in life.
Word.
That's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks you're doing good in life, or you're gonna go to school, or you're gonna play sport. Like, but where you from, bro? Niggas is into fashion. Niggas video like niggas are into everything, bro. Like where y'all are from in New York, like I'd be like, damn, like I wish I was from a place like that. Because with my hustle, I feel like I'd be so much bigger than what I am, bro. Like the connections you can make out there, and
No,
that's why
I
I
agree.
love that. That's why I loved going to school in Philly, bro. Because when I was at Valley Forge Military. It's right outside of Philly,
Oh yeah,
and I went there for 2 years. So
that's what's
and
up.
I met so many people. I still go up to Philly sometimes. Like I've been up there a couple times ever since I've been out of school. My best friend from Philly, he from North Philly. So it's like I'm like, damn, bro. Like when you really from these small towns, like ain't shit here. Everybody just so basic. Get you a job, get you a little car, work a 9 to 5, get you an apartment, and you doing good. Like you, because everybody here just has an average mindset.
True.
Like it's not like outward in them big places, people got big dreams.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
All right, let me tell you something. All right, so look, to answer your question about, living in the Bronx, living in a big city, having the whole, everybody behind you and having a large population to be able to reach, it does help. It does help. Don't get me wrong. But you're speaking to the perfect person to give you the perspective of both worlds. Because I'm from the Bronx. I was born and raised in the Bronx all the way till I was 16 years old. And then I moved to a small town called Haines City, Florida, where like I could probably throw a baseball to the next town. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's small. But I say that to say this. It takes a certain type of person, regardless of where you at, small town, big city, it takes a certain type of person to take advantage of that. Because I know people from the Bronx that been here their whole life and got the same, you know what I'm saying, the same reach that I got to the population and shit like that don't do shit with their life. And then I got people in Haines City, like in the small town that I come from in Haines City. I don't know if you ever heard of a girl named Seven Streeter. She's written songs for Beyonce. She's written songs for like top artists, Keisha Cole and shit. Like she's from Haines City. She's from 7th Street, like right down the block, like on some little. You would never think nobody famous ever come from this place, and she's
Yeah.
from right there. You know what I'm saying? I got another dude, Tavion Mosby. Shout out T the Barber. He started cutting hair in Haines City. Right now, he's a San Francisco 49ers team barber.
Okay.
You
That's a
know,
come up.
yeah, like
So
it
that
takes a certain type of person to take advantage of the amenities that you have. You know what I'm saying? Regardless whether you small town or big city, like
Yeah.
the same. If you got it in you,
yeah.
you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That reminds me of what 50 Cent say. 50 Cent say it don't matter if you're from the city or if you're from the suburbs. If it's in you, it's in you. Like, so my perspective on all that is I lived in New York when I was a kid. I lived in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? When I was like, I would say, I guess, teenager to a young adult. I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, I bounced around a bit, right? But I'm also from the Poconos, right? You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
see all perspectives, I
Yeah.
think, in that situation. And I gotta agree with my cousin when and 50 Cent. Like if it's in you, it's in you. Like so someone
Yeah.
like you, because it's in you, yeah, I could drop you off no matter where I dropped you off. And you still
Where
go
we could you
Mateo,
could be from Wyoming, bro. You still gonna blow.
pretty much.
I appreciate it. No, I just say like same family, same everything. Just
But
put
but
me,
but but I
but
hear what
from Brooklyn, and I'm winning all these belts. I'm winning all, making all this noise, fighting in Brooklyn. I just feel like my reach and like my journey
that
would be.
well so
That's what I mean.
so
Like,
there's a two parts to that conversation, right? Because you're absolutely correct. Like look at Uriah Hall, right? Uriah Hall. You know Uriah Hall, Mateo?
yeah, I know
Yeah.
who that is.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Like now, did he capitalize all the way on his opportunity? I mean, it's the fight business, right? You win some, you lose
He
some.
from Queens, right?
I believe so. Yeah, he was doing Tiger Showman's, for a while, working with them, and yeah, like so you take someone like yourself with that work ethic, with that drive, with that grind, yeah, and you put him in a different environment, that gives him more eyes. I agree. Like so in the Poconos, it's like small too. And same thing, you have a house, if you can get your beer on the weekend and you got your woman, right? You got your yams, that's life. So but then you look down the street, like my cousin just the other day was talking about how he was gonna hang out with his homie, and his homie know Dave East. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
never know what that conversation could have been like. And next thing you know, I don't know,
Yeah.
let's say my cousin was doing something with the weed because he has his own dispensary. But let's say my cousin was on that path. I don't know. I'm not saying either. I'm just saying let's say he was on that path though for dispensary, but in Florida, I mean, who knows where that conversation would have went, right? I mean,
Right.
so I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying on that part of the conversation as far as if someone has that drive and grind and that inner thing, put him in that environment of one borough having 1 million people. Can you imagine how on I'd be right now? For sure. And then I also see what my cousin saying too, that like, yeah, some people don't have that opportunity, but squander it for whatever reasons. And I would say because they're lazy and they don't have that grind and they
Right.
chase yams and
Right.
they'd rather get the little money. They'd rather get the money right now. Oh, I got
Right.
70K. Like 70K is it.
Right.
Someone like you. So someone like that, they're going like this. Here's 70K. Someone
Right.
like you is going like this, not even maybe even 70K, right? In the beginning, right? Going
Right.
like this, but because you're honing your skill, you know what I'm saying? And you're mastering
Right.
something where they're still working as a manager somewhere at 70K. Now you're up here a millionaire. It's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel both y'all saying.
Yeah, and a lot of things that happen in the projects in the trenches, like a lot of kids, a lot of young people, they just don't have like this, like the hope because of like a lot of the stuff they go through too. So that's why, so a lot of times they turn into what they see or they overcome it. It just matters who they are.
You
So,
truly are a product of your environment. I firmly believe in that.
yeah.
When all I see is the hustle, when all I see is the drug dealer with all the
Mhm.
cars, all the women, all the money in my pocket, what else am I going to want to do? Now let's say I'm in a small town and I'm blessed to have a great coach that's in my ear, like maybe you had, and he's like, yo, work hard, grind hard, be a team player. You don't know where you might go in life. And look at you now, 4-1 champion. You know what I'm saying? So if I believe
Yeah.
product of you truly are a product of your
Yeah. Yeah. I do too. I just be getting annoyed with this shit sometimes, bro. Like I feel like I put in so much work and I just feel like I haven't really, like, I like the work. I'm not doing it for no glory. I'm not worried about no glory, but I still want to feel like I'm appreciated, and I want to feel like I'm getting my worth out of doing this, and I just don't feel like that right now. So that's the only frustrating thing
What you
about
mean,
being
like
a
recognition? You mean like recognition?
recognition, pay, everything, bro. Like I'm not saying I need to be the richest fighter in the world. I know I ain't no world champion, bro, but like
Pause. Don't let me
I
say
feel
that.
like
Whoa. I'm looking at a world champion. What are you
I'm not a
talking
world
about?
champion right now. Like
Okay.
I feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the world, but like I can't say that I'm not in the UFC.
I got you.
That's why I don't feel comfortable saying that.
I got
You
you.
can't, yeah, you can say it all you want, speak it into existence. I say it to myself, but I am not competing at the highest level
I
right
got
now.
you.
I cannot say that.
I
It's
got
just
you.
how it is.
I
So
got
it's like it's just frustrating, bro. I feel like no professional athlete, unless they want to, should have to work. Hello, everybody. Professional fighter Mataeo Garner here. I'm here at Fitness for All Boxercise in Perrysburg, Ohio, where you can come and get any kind of training you want. HIIT, cardio, boxing, whatever. As of right now, you can do group sessions, you can do one-on-ones. As you can see, we got one of our head trainers here, Harry Cummins. He's working with a client right now. We got bags, we got kettlebells, we got dumbbells, we got the ring, we got anything you need. So please come here and get some work. I'm out to work. I feel like we should be taken care of, like we shouldn't have to work.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I feel like no professional athlete should have to work because their professional athlete job don't pay enough. That don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
Like that don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks.
Because you put way more blood, sweat, and tears, way more effort into being an athlete than you would a 9 to 5.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So you definitely should be getting paid
Yeah.
at least enough to get by.
You know what it is?
Straight
Too?
up.
I don't think it's the like the all that per se. I just think it's like the death factor. Like being a top salesperson is difficult. But at the end of the day, I go home, I'm not sore. I didn't almost die because I got tapped out and the guy, he wouldn't let go and the referee's going like this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like when they say when you go into the military, a bad day for them and a bad day for me is 2 different bad days.
Right.
Oh,
Bad
yeah,
day for them
definitely.
is someone's getting a phone call talking about, such and such is dead. Bad day for me is, well, I didn't hit my number for today.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
for me personally, that aspect, y'all should be getting paid. I was flabbergasted when I found out amateurs didn't get paid nothing. I was
Yeah,
like,
we get paid
nothing?
nothing.
You don't even throw them a McDonald's meal or something? Like
I pay
nothing?
my own gas money to get to the fights.
You'd be lucky to get gas. Yeah, nah.
I'll
Man,
pay my own gas money.
let me tighten up. I'm doing a lot of bitching. Let me tighten up.
Nah, but it's true. I mean, you gotta vent. You gotta vent at some point, and we feel honored that you're venting with us. That
This is the platform to do it, because this is the platform for fighters, and don't nobody understand our struggle like us, bruh.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care, bro. When you walk outside, ain't nobody out here fighting. When I walk outside, I get on I'm in my car. These people living normal, working 9
Yo,
to
what I've
5, going
noticed,
home. Like they not chasing they don't understand no grit, no grind. You know what I mean? Like
they look down on us, bro. I've noticed that. When I go to jobs and I tell my managers, like, yeah, I'm an amateur MMA fighter as well, other than, my regular job doing this or whatever. They kind of look at you like, oh, you do that? Like, that's what you chose? Like, I've
yeah.
gotten that reaction a couple times.
Like why would you? Yeah, like they don't understand it, bro. Small-minded people don't understand big dreams. They
well,
just
Straight
don't.
up.
They don't.
I've never been in that situation, but I do know this. If someone told me they fought and I was like super into my job, like corporate guy, whatever, probably the first thing I'd be thinking is this person gonna get injured, and how's he gonna cover that shift?
Word.
So you gotta understand from that perspective too. Like, I'm not saying what you're saying doesn't happen, because people have their, hey, even in like old kung fu movies, you watch like Ip Man and all the other stuff, and people be like, oh, he's a fighter, like he's a like a savage or something.
Yeah, they look at us like savages, like we're not fit for society or something. Like
I don't see it that way. I see the hard work, I see the like the mental toughness that it takes for you to deal with your day-to-day stuff, still go in there and work out, and then still go in there and get punched in the face. That's practice. And then still go in there to try to actually get your dream, which is actually in the ring. I mean, that's like a whole different level of mentality and discipline and strength.
it's a lot to juggle, tell you that.
Boxing's looked at more normal than MMA.
It's a gentleman's sport, yeah. It's a gentleman's sport.
Yeah, for sure.
When you wrestling someone down to the ground and you just bashing them over the head like this or like this, like 1,001 times.
Boxing's actually more dangerous though, more head trauma.
Yes, because you're getting knocked out and then allowed to recover to get bashed up again.
Yeah.
And not even that. Yeah. Those punches that miss and just hit the guard, and them are still little shots to the head.
Oh yeah, you're rattling your brain, bro. Your brain's sitting in liquid. This tap right here is shaking my brain. So imagine a hit with a blunt object like a glove or some shit like that.
What always amazes me about that is when you see the few that are out there. There's not a whole bunch, but there's a few that are out there that'll say like, like 46 and 0, or like, let's, for example, like 46, 4, 2 draws and like 1 death. Like, damn. Like, damn.
Yeah, people die in boxing. People die in boxing way more frequently than MMA. I tell you that shit.
And then that's why back in the day too, they stopped the 16 rounds. Boxing was 16 rounds at one point. Now it's 12. But
that's
people
crazy.
kept dying. You know what I mean? It was too much. And
not too many people died in MMA. Only a couple. Doesn't really happen.
Yeah, and from what I know, the few deaths that have occurred in MMA, they all had pre-existing conditions.
Oh, okay. There you go. So can I quick pivot for a second? Because I didn't get a chance to say something to you, Mataeo, and I really want to say it, brother. I really, 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 really want to watch this with you, because this is my favorite fight that I like all your fights. I think they're dope. But one of my favorites, because it was just so top 8. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was so top 8. And that was, hold on, I'm going to pull it up. Let me see. Where's it at? Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, let's see.
Which one? Let's see. Which one is it?
Terrell.
Oh, this one.
Oh, let me go.
This was my this was my.
Yo, you choked.
Oh, this was the choke out. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I watched them all as well. So you got fans out there, bro. We watching your shit.
This was choked. Crazy.
This was my 2nd or 3rd amateur fight. I can't remember, but it was one of them.
My man, like, yeah, because you got the shin guards, right? So shin guards usually means amateur, right?
Shin guards being amateur, yes.
Yes. Not all states though. In Pennsylvania, your first 2 or 3 fights have to be in shin guards, unless you have a losing record. Like, you'll have to kind of make up for it.
Okay.
But yeah, this was either my 2nd or 3rd fight.
Good to know.
After COVID, I think, because I remember I fought in 2019, had my Miami debut, and I couldn't fight all 2020.
My man is like,
bro, your pressure is admirable, bro. That shit is.
Yeah, I was trying to get the fucking guillotine. My technique there was ass. Oh my god, I ain't watched this fight so long. I should have just put him on the fence and guillotined him that way.
Boom.
Be going for it. No, thank you. This is one of my favorites, bro. There's so many, but this is I think it's because of, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's gonna
This
come
was
up.
in Pittsburgh, dog. I was hometown. I had all my people there.
This is
Hell
247,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, this is Made Men.
Okay. Hey, you talking shit? It's over.
No, my dad.
It's over. It's
my pop.
over. What'd you say? You talking to your pop?
I didn't even hide the hand there. Oh my god, I was so bad. I thought I was like this. Oh my.
That's how it is, bro. Hindsight is 20/20, man.
Yeah, I didn't even hide the hand on that fucking choke. What's wrong with me? But anyways, no. My pops was saying elbows, elbows, elbow him in the face. I'm like, I can't. So I was saying I can't hit him in the head. I can't. And that's when my mouthpiece flew out.
Are you 185 here?
205.
Oh, 205.
Yep.
Dude, you were moving so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Division I fullback and running back, bro, at Alabama A&M, HBCU. So yeah, I always was short and quick, explosive movements. I've always had them.
I just want to see you raise your hand real quick. Hold up, it's coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. You see the COVID mask? We just got over COVID.
Oh yeah, I see that.
That was all my folks, my boys.
Right there?
Yeah, everybody.
Hey.
Right there, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's always got to be nice to entertain in front of your people.
Hell yeah. Yo, question, where do you get your shorts from?
I usually I got those offline. Alex Pereira has them same shorts, actually.
Okay.
I got them offline. You can get them offline. I got a couple shorts offline, but usually I just get a pair of compression shorts. I'll buy them at Dick's or anywhere. I'll order a pair online plain, and then if I have sponsors, I'll have put my sponsors' logos on them and kind of create my own shorts.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be having a hard time finding shorts, especially to get my logos on them.
Bro, you got to get sponsors, and then there's always like a craft shop or somewhere that prints and does like that stuff that'll do it for you, bro. If you grab some sponsors and have them pay you, grab.
Yeah, I got a few.
And just make sure you put them on your shorts. They appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got a couple sponsors. That was my first go around getting sponsors, and then I got injured. Like right now, I'm on crutches, so
yeah,
it sucks.
It's hard to get sponsors, bro, in this because most people want to sponsor an event, sponsor a girls' volleyball team, sponsor a kids' basketball team. But when you tell people what you do, they think you're literally just asking them for money, and they're like, how is fighting going to benefit me? Like, so it's hard to get sponsors doing this.
Yeah,
I can feel that.
I agree. It is.
I could definitely feel that. So wait, so quick pivot. So all right, so from what I understand, you got 4 belts, right? Kentucky, Ohio, PA, and somewhere else.
Let me see. Kentucky, Ohio, 2 Ohio, and 1 PA.
Dude, you gotta be proud of yourself, bro. I'd be proud of
Yeah, hell yeah.
you. Gotta be proud of yourself.
It's like it never happened though, bro. Maybe I just don't know how to appreciate the time I'm living in now. You know what I mean?
You're gonna look back at this
like
one day, bro.
I like maybe like I don't know. Like I just don't like it. Don't feel, bro. I don't know. I just don't feel like when I won my first belt, I thought I was the shit. You know what I mean? But now it's just like it don't feel like nothing no more.
You
bro.
know, because it's not the end goal. That's why. If that was your goal to be like, let me win an amateur belt or let me win a belt in a regional promotion, then you'd be on top of the fucking world. But that's not your goal. Your goals are so much bigger than that.
It just don't feel like shit anymore, bro. It don't.
You know why?
And that's why I'm like, man, LFA better get me on the show because I'm tired. Like, I don't know. I like to humble myself, but it's gonna sound crazy. Like I feel like I put enough work in that I don't need to fight on a regional show 25, 30 minutes away from me anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like I've put enough work in. You know what I mean? Like I'm the blue collar, hard working type of person. I feel like I've put enough work in. How many more regional belts am I gonna win? Like what am I? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's time for the big stage.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I need to be on LFA.
26-year-old from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. gets a win, and Gil looked very impressive in doing so.
Yeah, very impressive. A full package. You know, being a football player, doing boxing, and then looks like he wrestled. He must have wrestled. I don't know, man. Just whatever they're doing at Demolition Fight Team, they're really using their MMA game. They're using their hands and the takedowns, getting back up to their feet. I'm excited for Garner's future, beating a tough guy like Knott. We'll see what's next for him in the LFA.
Mataeo Garner gives Trent Knott his first professional loss in MMA. Big night of fights here in Owensboro, Kentucky.
For the big stage.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need to be on LFA all the time right now, like or Ferry or something like that. Like, I'm done. And these regional guys are turning me down. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's time for me. I want to fight someone from a different country. I feel like it's time for that. Okay. That's my next step. I want to fight someone from a different country, motherfucker from Brazil. You know what I mean? One of them crazy ass Russians. Something different. I feel like it's time for that.
So do you have a manager to help with that?
I do, but like my manager's my coach though.
Okay.
But like I don't really have he's my manager, but I don't have like a manager. Like, first of all, getting guys to accept the fights, and then it's just managers I wouldn't mind having. They take so much, and I'm not making that much right now. I can't afford to give you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I can't, bro. Yeah, I just can't.
So do you have anything lined up coming up or no?
I'm waiting, trying to see who can accept. Like nobody at 185 is accepting smoke.
Dang.
Are you willing to come to Florida and fight?
Hell yeah. I'm willing to come wherever and fight. I don't give a fuck.
All right, bet, man. I'm gonna see. After this, we're gonna talk some more. I want to see if I can help you out a little bit, man, because I wanna help you further your career as well, man. I got a couple connections over here in the MMA world that could probably help you out.
Yeah, like it is what it is, man. I'm just staying focused, stay training. I gotta focus on things I can control, which is my diet, my weight, my training, and just my life right now. Like everything will fall into place. Everything's been falling into place. You know what I mean? So I ain't, as you can see, I'm just a little tired, bro. Like talking about fighting, not like I know that's what we're here for, but even talking about fighting right now sometimes annoys me. And I still have fun doing it. Like I had 2 practices today already. I practiced at 7:15 and I practiced at 10 and I practiced at 10:30 in the morning. I've had 2 already. I get done at noon. But like sometimes just like when I really look back and think about this shit, bro, like I feel what Tank is saying. Like when Tank be like, it's just a lot. But at least Tank getting that bread. You know what I mean? He's getting that bread now.
Right.
But I understand he wasn't at first though. But I'm saying like it's a lot, bro. I just feel like I'm not appreciative enough. Like, you know what I mean? And then you see a guy who got like 7 fights and he's already on the Contender Series. He's probably stretching shit though. So I gotta really start. I'm about to start like I'm letting everything like I don't give a fuck. Like it's you or me. Like y'all thought I was aggressive before. I'm aggressive now, but that shit's gonna be controlled. Like I gotta start putting shit out. Like that's what I'm coming for now. It's control, but like I'm coming for your head. I want your head on the stake, nigga.
Bro, a couple knockouts in a row, bro. They can't deny you.
I need people's heads on the stake, and I even been sparring like that. Like I let people know now, if we going light, we going light. But I ain't no hit me hard on the accident and my bad because I'm instantly turning up. I just don't give a fuck no more, bro. That's how frustrated I am with this shit. And if you put me down and you sleep me or congrats. That's what you're supposed to do. Right. I know I can't just dish it out and not be able to take it. I know like there's good days in the gym and there's bad days, but that's just the energy I have right now, bro.
I feel that.
I'm on that type of time with everybody, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I said the same thing when I get back in the gym. I'm coming for next, nigga. Like so, if you don't want to go hard, don't get in the ring with me. Bro, and we got a rule in my gym. Like if you don't want to get hit hard, don't put on headgear.
Yeah.
If you got headgear, that's green light to hit you hard.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And I hate sparring them niggas that have headgear and you don't, and they all confident doing shit they wouldn't do if that headgear was off. That shit be like, all right.
Yeah. That shit is funny, bro.
What
Every
y'all
day.
think? Hold on, can I ask y'all a question? I know it's
Yeah,
y'all
of course.
I'm gonna give y'all my reasoning to who I think won and what I think it was after I ask y'all. Tank or Roach, and tell me why. And how do y'all feel about that knee situation?
All right. Let me lead off
You
this
go
one.
first, cousin. You go first.
All right. I'm gonna say Roach won that fight. First of all, let's address the knee situation. I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is. I don't give a fuck you got grease in your eye. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you'll dodge a punch, bro, and like the smallest tip of the thumb of the glove will get in your eye, bro, and that shit fucks with you. That's not a reason to take a knee.
I agree.
There's no reason. There's no reason to take a knee other than you cannot continue. And if
I
you
agree.
cannot continue, that is a knockdown.
Okay, I agree. I agree with
And
that.
then, so boom. So knockdown aside. Now I already said how I feel about the knockdown. Now take that out the equation. Roach controlled the pace of the fight. Roach, he controlled. He was putting more pressure. He had Tank on his back foot for at least 8 of the rounds. You know what I'm saying? And then when Tank did decide to turn it up, it was short flurries, short little boom, 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 and then back out, back out. You know what I'm saying? And even like he got a couple that landed, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And Roach rocked him twice and stumbled him.
Okay.
So the overall, Roach won that fight.
Okay.
So I'm in agree. So I agree with that. I believe that Roach won that fight as well. I'm similar in the same that I also agree with the fact that hey, your foot's down, your foot's down. I don't. I mean, that's just like that's silly. Why would you do that? I mean, I don't know what you could have done to pause it, but maybe just waited until you went back to your corner or
You
something.
just gotta
You
ride it
know?
out as a fighter, bro. You just gotta fucking deal with it as it comes. Your eye hurts, so fucking what? Tough luck, nigga. Tough shit.
So, and that's the thing. If your eye hurts, I mean, if you have your hands down, you get punched in the face, your eye's still gonna hurt. So, how's that any different? But what I also wanted to add though to all that though is, and I do believe that. So even Tank in one of his like it was Instagram or whatever, he was saying like, he could see everything, but it was too late. Like he was doing things like too late. He could see it, but it was too late. I think he underestimated Roach. And I've been saying that. Like, I think he
I agree with
underestimated
that too.
Roach. I think Roach was like not scared of him at all. Like, just no fear. He was like, I don't care about your hardest punch, whatevs. Like, I know you're like the man and all like that, but so am I. And you got it's like so. Me and my son, we watched this show. It's called Blue Lock, right? It's an anime soccer. My son likes to play soccer. It's
Yeah.
a soccer show, and they talk a lot about ego, right? And so a healthy ego is good, but then turning it up a little bit though is what's going to get you to win, right? Like
Right.
you got to go in there believing that you're like the best of the best of the best, doesn't matter what. And like one of our other interviews, he put me onto this guy named T. Powell. You may heard of him because you played football. He's like a motivational, but he also raps, and it's all like stuff for sports. It's not like he's rapping about anything else. He's not rapping about women, drugs. He's not rapping about McDonald's. He's not rapping about. It's all about things to like Cali Muscle raps about when he rapped about like pushing weights, like push.
Yeah.
So same thing with T. Powell. Anyways, my point is and he was and there's on his YouTube channel, he has his kids, he's coaching these kids, and he's making them say these things after him. And it's like to get their mind so in that zone, like I am the best. And I just don't think Roach was scared of him. I think Tank was just maybe even surprised by the fact that normally what would work for him didn't work for him.
Yeah, he couldn't play the mental warfare.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And and then to pivot off of that with off of boxing and onto like MMA, I think that's what happened a little bit too. I don't think he underestimated him, but I think he got off his game with Alex Pereira and Magomed. How you say his last name, cousin?
Ankalaev.
Ankalaev. I feel like whatever little bit he was trying to do wasn't working, and like it shut down his brain. He was like,
Yeah.
And I felt like the same thing with Tank Davis. How do you feel?
All right.
So,
How do I feel?
so y'all know we got 10 minutes.
All right.
I'm a crazy Tank fan. So listen, Go back and watch the first 7 rounds of that fight. I had it first 7 rounds. I had Tank winning at least 5 of them, especially in the first couple. When he was just jabbing and boxing. Because if you even go back, Shakur Stevenson was like, Tank was actually doing good winning the fight when he was fighting boring. He was just jabbing and he was just boxing. People forget about them early rounds because them later rounds were so exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I got that. I got
Points.
Tank. Yep, I got Tank winning on points. Oh yeah, by the way, the knee unacceptable. If when your eyes twitching and your eyes burning, you're actually supposed to just focus it like on one area, and then it'll stop twitching. I've learned that. So like when that happens, all you got to do is squint it a little bit, but focus on one area. It could be the chest, the shoulder, and eventually in the next minute or two, it's gonna stop. Your eye will be back. That's how I deal with that. But no, yeah, the knee unacceptable. You don't do that. And so it was definitely a dogfight. Roach was out working Tank. But Tank landed still at a higher percentage. I just think we're not used to seeing Tank get hit that much. And Roach threw 100 more punches and only landed 9 more. So did he really win the fight with
That's volume and pressure, though.
volume and pressure? You're thinking MMA. That's what we like in MMA. This is boxing. They said the same thing about Floyd when Madonna was giving him all that pressure. They were trying to say he lost, but most of that shit wasn't really landing either.
I ruled that fight for Madonna too.
and you got to remember, when you're that good, Tank is so good that anybody that doesn't get knocked out, they're gonna think, oh, he lost, just like them Russians. Go back and watch Dustin Poirier versus Islam. He was stuffing the takedowns, and everybody swears he was doing so good.
Yeah.
He was getting beat in that whole fight. But Islam is so dominant that if you do one good thing, everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Same with Gilbert Burns and Hamza Chimaev. Go watch that fight over. Hamza Chimaev was in control the whole time. Gilbert landed a couple good shots. He had moments. But that fight was not even that close. Daniel Cormier is the one who got me to notice that. He was like talking to Hamza. He was like, if you go back and watch that fight, it really wasn't that close. But if you have success against people that are so dominant, it's going to look like it's that close because we're not used to seeing it.
Yeah, they're so used to seeing them fucking ragdoll everyone.
I had it a draw until Tank took the knee, so it should have went to Roach. That's what I did have. But I didn't have it because Roach just beat him. I had it a draw because Roach did work. He did, like he said, he hit him, backed him up a few. He did outwork him and outland them, but if I throw more punches, I should outland you. But he didn't outland. He outlanded them only by 9 punches. Tank was landing at like a high percent. I forget what it said. Roach landed at like 33. Tank landed close to 40%, if not 40.
So
maybe
you don't
more.
feel like that output plays a factor in the decision? Even though he's not landing the punches, he's outputting a lot more.
But this is boxing. In MMA, we like the pressure. In boxing, if that's the case, Floyd should have lost a lot of fights.
True.
You know what I mean? It's scored differently. Like, for as much as Tank was getting hit, he didn't get hit. Like, he got hit a lot to us. We're not used to seeing that.
Yeah.
But for as much punches as Roach threw, Tank didn't get hit that much, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I get it.
I feel like it was a draw, but Tank took the knee, so that's a knockdown. Roach won. Without that knee, though, I still feel like it's a draw because I am putting the output into play. But if he would have landed 60 more punches with 40, 30 more punches with that 100 plus more punches thrown, but he only landed 9 more punches. So you know what I mean? I look at things differently, though. And like I said, I could be biased. I'm a Tank fan, but I look at everything like Tom Brady. They want him to lose. They don't like LeBron. They don't like when you're the greatest. Like when someone just does something good, they're gonna think it's good. We're not used to seeing it. We're not used to seeing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so when Islam was fighting Dustin, everyone was like, "It's such a good fight, bro." It was entertaining, but that don't mean it was good.
So go ahead.
No, so I just didn't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah.
like that's why I like to watch fights over instead of just because when you're emotional and you're watching like right now, it's not the same. Go back and watch them first 7 rounds. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Tank took a lot of them early rounds. Tank didn't wait.
So we have like 3.5 minutes left before we gotta go, everybody. And I really want to talk about one thing though, real quick, kind of pivoting off of because first of all, I want to invite you back. We want to invite you back.
For sure.
For sure.
We would love to have you back on the show. Like,
Nah, I fuck with y'all, man. I'm gonna shout y'all shit out. I hope y'all blow up.
that's what's
I
up.
appreciate it, man.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna be there to see you on your rise. Keep going further on your rise. But real quick, one thing I made a promise to you that we were gonna talk about. I don't know if you remember. Top 8. We got 3 minutes. Tell me what's going on with this freestyle promotion that you got going on right now.
All right, look. So I'm a big battle rap fan. I don't know if people like y'all from New York, so y'all know what I'm talking
a big
about.
battle rap fan too.
Y'all
I like Loaded Lux.
Yes.
That's my guy.
Loaded Lux, Murder Moot.
I like Charlie Clips. Charlie Clips is my guy.
$3, Charlie Clips. The list go on and on. DNA, Math Hop, like bro, the list go on and on. I'm a big battle rap fan.
I'm a Cassidy fan too.
Cassidy, yep.
Niggas don't know about the old Cass, bro. Niggas don't know. But go ahead.
So I'm a big battle rap fan. I've been a battle rap fan since back in the day, early 2000s, where you walk outside your neighborhood, you meet up with somebody and you battle. And that's a whole different style of battling than right now. Now it's about stage presence, it's about schemes, it's about all that. So I'm starting my own battle rap promotion. I've been inspired by Smack, honestly, like the URL. I love what they do. And so I'm starting my own battle rap promotion. Right now, my first show will be at Venue 18 in Ohio, in Fostoria, Ohio. It'll be Saturday, June 21st. I got a couple people from Detroit on the card. I got a couple people from I got one person from Chicago on the card. I got a person from Detroit, I said Michigan, Toledo on the card. The card will be headlined, and it'll be Payne versus Steve Staples. No, Payne versus Mr. Mills. I have to go back and look at the card. This is bad promo, but Payne is the main event. His name is Payne. If you don't know who Payne is, he battled Av from Norfolk. Av is a big rapper, and he also battled Bad News.
Let's get it. Yeah. All right, battle on my left. Who you be? It's the boy Payne. Shout out my sponsor, Venue GPS, man. Big Payne, the new face of the new wave. ATS, RBE shit, nigga. Battle on my right, who you be? Bad News, man, Mr. Top Boy. Don't forget the fucking Mr., man. Big bags and body shit, you know what it is. Let's get it, gang shit. Yes, what's up, man?
From Rare Breed Entertainment, from RBE. Okay. He battled Bad News. So I got Payne headlining the card. And I got 3 battles right now. Still looking for 2 more battlers. I feel like 5 battles will be perfect for what I want to do. And it's going to be a different type of vibe, a different type of environment. I got the cage set up, so their entourage going to be on one side of the cage. The other
I'm going to send my homie your way, bro. I got a homie who does this. He battled in URL a couple times. His name Harlem Green. I'm going to send him your way.
The other entourage, it's a big MMA cage. They're going to be in the cage, and it's going to be lit. They get drinks. They get food. It's gonna be lit. Now I want to hear bars. That's just what I love battle rap, dog. Like because you can say one thing and it means 3 different things. Word. That's why, and people really don't understand. And people don't understand the vocabulary behind like the stuff like they be talking about. Like one of my favorite ones is when Sue Surf broke down Mortal Kombat bars to John, and to John, and he was like. I went from Mortal Kombat to real fatalities. Homie shit. Pressing buttons since a youngin'. You couldn't try me, bitch. Sometimes you forget the game. Sometimes it's thick. I still remember down, back, up, right trigger will make Johnny split. Like that. So, like, little things like that. Like, because Johnny was in Mortal Kombat and he was battling John, and you gotta put
yeah. All right, America and the world. I'm sorry for the abrupt ending, but we ran out of time. You know what I'm saying? But y'all were tired of hearing our voices anyway. Don't act like y'all weren't.
You know you was tired.
But yes, sir, man. We had really good guests. My boy Mataeo, the top 8 Garner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we plan to have him back, man. He's more than just a guest, man. He's becoming a friend. So
yes.
we'd be glad to have him back on the show.
He can come back at any time. He already said he was gonna come back.
He could come back on one of our regular episodes just to talk shit about the past fight week if he wants to.
I invited him to that, cousin. He was down. He's down for it all. So
say less.
Yes, you know what I mean. So I'm super excited about that. I want America in the World to remember he got a freestyle battle promotion that's gonna be dropping in June. We'll have some more info for you on that a little bit later. He's looking for a fight. So if any one of you out there who fight that be watching us, if you
185 weight class, 185.
That's right. And you trying to get that business, hit me up, hit my cousin up, and we hit him up, and we get that working for y'all.
Yeah, we make it happen.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, cousin, you got anything else for America in the World?
That's about all, man. But I just got to make sure that they remember to keep it blunt, baby.
Keep it blunt, baby.
Yes, sir.
Is there?